She used my personality to destroy everything we built together. We had this little online shop, started it together during lockdown. It was my idea, mostly, but Sarah jumped right in. She was always the outgoing one, the ideas person. I handled the back end, the inventory, making sure things actually worked. People always said I was too trusting, maybe a bit quiet. I just figured you give people the benefit of the doubt, right? Especially someone you love. The shop actually started doing okay. Nothing huge, but it paid some bills. It was ours. Sarah handled the customer interactions, the social media. She'd tell me stories about difficult customers, how she smoothed things over. I admired how she handled people. Sometimes suppliers would call me, asking about late payments. Sarah would sigh, say she just forgot, got overwhelmed. "You know how scatterbrained I can get, babe," she'd say, giving me that look, and I just cover it. I hate fighting about money. Didn't want to add stress. She knew that. Then she started saying we needed to expand. Faster. "You're too cautious," she'd tell me. "We'll miss the boat." She wanted bigger inventory orders, paid ads. I crunched the numbers. It looked risky. I tried to explain, showing her the spreadsheets I spent hours on. She'd wave her hand. "Ugh, details. Just trust me on this one. We need to be bold." She'd sign contracts without showing me. When I found out later, she'd say, "I didn't want to bog you down. You were already stressed with the shipping stuff." She used my focus on my part of the job as an excuse to cut me out of her part. She knew I double-checked everything. So when things went wrong, like a big order getting messed up because she rushed the supplier, she'd tell our shared friends, "Yeah, my name was supposed to finalize the details, but they take so long." Bless their heart, they're just very methodical. Suddenly I looked like the bottleneck, the slow one holding back our success. She painted my carefulness as incompetence. My quiet nature? She twisted it to mean I wasn't passionate enough, that she was carrying the whole thing. She made my steady pace seem like a flaw because it didn't match her chaotic energy. The late payment calls became more frequent. Customers started complaining online about orders not arriving or being wrong. Sarah blamed the suppliers, the shipping companies, anything but her rushed decisions. She'd charm the pants off people on social media, making it seem like she was fighting fires caused by everyone else, including me, implicitly. She'd post these dramatic updates about challenges she was overcoming, making herself the hero. We got into debt, real debt, the kind that makes your stomach clench every time the phone rings. The shop wasn't making enough to cover the huge orders she'd placed or the ad spend she insisted on. Suppliers started demanding upfront payment, which we didn't have. Our business credit score tanked. I'd lie awake at night, staring at the ceiling, while she slept soundly beside me, probably dreaming of her next big idea. Our friends started acting weird around me. They'd heard Sarah's version, how she was the visionary struggling against my hesitant drag. One evening, Mark, a mutual friend, pulled me aside. "Dude, Sarah's working so hard. Maybe you should let her take the lead more?" I tried to explain about the finances, the risks she was taking, showing him proof on my phone. He just looked uncomfortable, shifted his feet, and changed the subject. Like I was the one making things awkward by bringing facts into it. She had gotten to them first, using her charm. My quiet, factual explanations sounded weak next to her dramatic stories of entrepreneurial struggle. The shop folded. We lost the money we put in, plus a load more. It wasn't just a business failure. It felt like my failure, even though I saw it coming and tried to pump the brakes. She made sure it looked that way. It took me months after the collapse, sitting in the wreckage of unopened boxes and final demand letters, to really see it. It wasn't just bad decisions or bad luck. Sarah hadn't just made mistakes. She'd used me to make them possible. She weaponized my trust, knowing I wouldn't question her constantly. She exploited my dislike of conflict to push through bad ideas without a fight. She used my willingness to handle the unglamorous, detailed work as proof I wasn't ambitious, while she gambled with our money and our reputation. My strengths, carefulness, diligence, trust, became the tools she used to tear everything down. She knew exactly which buttons to push because I let her see them. I showed her my personality, and she used the blueprint to wreck what we built. Now she's gone. Moved on pretty quickly. Tells people I couldn't handle the pressure of running a business, that I dragged her down. Some people believe her. The debt collectors still call my phone mostly. I'm slowly rebuilding my life, but it's hard. Harder than just losing money or a business. It's knowing someone saw who you were, saw the good things you thought you had, your core traits, and twisted them into levers for destruction. How do you trust anyone after that? How do you trust your own judgment about who you are when your best traits were used as weapons against you? Just needed to get this out. Anyone else been through something like this? How did you deal with it?